I mean, I'm going to start just saying it's just a beautiful screenplay, and one of my favourite aspects of it was the changing of narration. I was just wondering about the idea behind that of having so many characters offer their own perspective on this tale.
Well, the book, it's all the book. I give credit to my friend and fantastic author Hillary Jordan, who wrote, in my opinion, an American masterpiece, a classic. And so I took that to the screenplay. It was essential for a lot of reasons. When I finished the book, I really, honestly, the impression that hit me was this could be To Kill a Mockingbird for this generation, because it's visceral, like this generation is, because its shifting point of view gives it the feeling of the illusion of being kinetic, but it's actually very deliberate and very, very, very straight line, and it's sneaking up on you. And that was a tremendous challenge, because the real estate in a screenplay is a fraction of that, what you have in a novel. And but we did it. We pulled it off. Yeah.
It's a sort of fascinating theme. One I'd never really thought about is this idea that when you're serving your country in a war, that unites a nation. And then obviously this lead character came back to a country that is segregating them. It's kind of, it's absurd, isn't it?
Bizarre irony, isn't it? It's a bizarre irony. And I think, look, we're still in a world of bizarre ironies. The United States has a reality star as a president. He won. That's bizarre. That's bizarre irony to me. No matter what your politics are. Again, I've said this up and down this press line: is the more things change, the more things stay the same. Yeah.
And one of the things also I loved about the screenplay was just this ability to be very concise and yet quite eloquent with it. I mean, how was the balance in ensuring that the point was always across, but in a kind of poetic way?
Thank you for that. I tried to be very respectful and stay true to the book. If it ain't broke, it doesn't need to be fixed. So it was really about finding those pieces in the book and, for lack of a better analogy, sort of surgically grafting the pieces that worked and then creating space around them to make it cinema. For instance, there's a sequence when we see a bomber sequence that is not in the book. That I felt helped to give context to the character of Jamie. So that was really just connective tissue, tendons, if you will. That was, I have to give credit to Hillary Jordan. And look, years of television writing experience, just being at the computer a lot and sort of being very familiar with the keys, so to speak, practice. Yeah. Just
finally, I mean, when you see movies of that sort of set in this era, in this period, you want to leave and just go, oh God, wasn't the past terrible? There's this horrible sort of sense of pertinence to this tale that makes it quite striking at this moment in time.
Yep, indeed. That's the honesty. Look, any art, any good art, painting, whatever it may be, is honest. And when it's honest, I think that it becomes controversial, because raw honesty is inherently controversial, no matter what it is. It was honest about what things were like then, and it just so happens that things, again, have not changed with regard to a lot of those aspects. We have smartphones, much cooler cars, the planes are faster, but our attitudes and systemic racism, institutionalized racism, a lot of that's still there. And now we have these little phones so everybody sees it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey